Welcome to the Intuitive Therapist Podcast with Janis R. Cohen, therapist, clairvoyant, empath, and medium. Listen in as she takes a no-nonsense deep dive into real human struggles and how to resolve them. Janis will share channeled information from her spirit guide team, as well as the angels and archangels, to help you master your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual destiny. And now, Janis R. Cohen.
Hey y'all, this is Janis, the Intuitive Therapist, here on the Intuitive Therapist Podcast. There was a movie called She's Out of My League in 2010 about a guy who met a girl who what he considered was to be a 10 and where he considered himself a 5 at best. The bottom line of the story is that the main character, Kirk, screws up the relationship with this woman because of his own insecurities. And he admits that he's responsible for the demise of the relationship and takes ownership for it. He knows he's not, at least in his mind, as attractive and all that, right, as this young lady is. And ultimately, though, at the end of the movie, the two reunite and fall in love, and it works out. It's a great rom-com. Now, that may not be the most accurate assessment of the movie because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but Spirit put that movie in my head to share with you today as a starting point. Here was this guy. He wasn't athletic. Most people would consider him a nerd. He was not top-notch attractive or even confident, really. And in the end, he captured the heart of this amazing and beautiful woman he thought was out of his league. And while, like I said, this is a rom-com, a movie with fictionalized characters and a fictionalized story, this kind of thing happens all the time, not just between polar opposites or an unlikely romance, but also with anything else in life. You see, we are so powerful, and yet we doubt our power to have what we truly desire. The problem isn't what's going on outside of us, but rather what's going on inside of us. You see, if you have a desire in your heart to do, be, or have anything, it's there for a reason, because it's your divine right to have it. It's anyone's divine right to have whatever they want. Sure, you have to learn new things and grow personally, right, in all ways, but having what you want isn't as hard as you think. And think is the operative word here. You see, when we think, you know this, a lot of this stuff I tell you that you intellectually understand, and you probably go, yeah, I already knew that. But I want you to just open your mind and be a student for a minute, okay? When we think, we're using our mind to figure out how to find a solution to a problem. It's what our minds do, and it's what our ego wants us to do to deal with unpleasant feelings and circumstances. It's like that's the only way out of the matrix, using our thinking mind. But any of you who have watched that movie, The Matrix, knows that problems aren't solved with our minds or by being enslaved by the rules of anything. Rather, it's connecting to the energy of everything. And that's when we find clarity. The only matrix you're in is the one you create. So, do you take the red pill and finally see the truth about the universe and yourself? Or you take the blue pill and go back to the life you've been living? Life is energy. And how we use that energy determines everything. How connected or separate we feel from everyone and everything is all about the energy we have. And wherever we focus, our energy goes to expand that which we focus on and retract that which we don't focus on. And wouldn't it be amazing if all you needed to do to get what you wanted was to just focus on the outcome of having it? That's it, no trying, just focusing on it. No other actions needed. no other doing, just holding focus on the outcome that you want, seeing yourself in it, feeling it, being it, doing it, with clarity, certainty, and calm, knowing it's yours, not needing to know how, but just knowing that all you needed to do is just keep your focus in the right place, not in the past, not on your painful thoughts about yourself, not on the bad things you feel like you've done, not on the guilt for not having been somebody better or smarter or better looking or being a late bloomer, just on the outcome that you want, right? Where you resist dwelling on those feelings of disappointment or worry for very long at all, where you were just aware of those feelings and thoughts, but you didn't indulge in them this time. You just noticed them. So instead, you shifted your focus, and voila, the negativity abates, and you're now in the state of having that which you want. Now, I want to offer a caveat. One of the things that I've learned in the recent past is that there's so much out there about manifestation that says you've got to try to shift your vibration. You've got to try to feel what it's like to have the thing that you want. You've got to work hard to eliminate limiting beliefs. You've got to effort your way there. And what I realized recently was that, we all pray over and over and over again for things, years and years for the things that we want, right? And then we're like, well, I don't understand. I'm talking to the universe. I'm talking to God. I've been asking for what I want, but I don't have it yet. And here's the thing. The universe hears you the first time. You don't have to keep trying and praying and begging and asking. The universe, believe it or not, keeps tabs on everything you think. And it's a funky thing, keeps tabs on everything you think. It's like it's your own scribe and historian. So all the times that you've asked over and over and over again for a better job, for a better relationship, for the money, the home, whatever it is, it's enough that you've thought about it because the universe hears everything. So I want to encourage you to just stop begging for things that you don't have yet. And I just want you to resist dwelling on all of that. The universe already hears it, right? All I want you to do, I just want you to shift your focus and just feel yourself for just the moment having what you want. No trying, no doing, no pushing. My dream car right now is a fully loaded new BMW M4 convertible in metallic gray. And all I have to do is take a moment and smell the leather, feel myself in it, hear the roar of the engine and the music from the amazing stereo system. That's it. I can just be there. I don't have to try to feel any more than that because I know it's mine. So you do this for 30 seconds, won't bring about what you want into fruition, but you do it for 15 minutes several times a day on a regular basis, and you just breathe into the beauty of you having it without doing anything, trying, begging, willing it. You just be it. That's what I'm talking about. You see, it's not our beliefs that get us what we want. It's the energy that we use to focus on what we want, right? So it's what we choose to put our energy into that really calls the things we want forward. So I want you to take the pressure off of having to worry about things, having to do this manifestation thing right. I want you to take the pressure off that if you have a shitty day and you have some bad thoughts, that's not going to call in awful things. They're just thoughts. and you can shift your energy. Once you become aware, your body's going to let you know whether or not you're on course with how you feel. If you feel ucky, gross, and you have that uh-oh feeling, that's your cue. Shift your focus, right? To beautiful things in your life, to the present. I want you, like I said, take the pressure off having to worry about these things, because it only causes those things you want to stay farther away. Instead, decide now to focus on those things that bring you joy and presence and peace of mind, even if and especially when your outer world shows no freaking sign of any change or evidence that the shift is making a hill of beans a difference. Indulge yourself. Entertain yourself in moments where you think of that beautiful destination that you've always wanted to travel to, or beautiful relationships in your life, or that multi-million-dollar deal closing easily. The universe only responds to where your energy and focus is, always with the predominant energetic focus that you hold. So if you're a catastrophizer or negative Nelly, notice what keeps happening when you keep your foot on that pedal. But then when you let up on that pedal and you shift your focus to what's good and the sweetness in your life, notice what happens then. Notice what happens inside you when you take your focus off what isn't working. Somehow, all of a sudden, things become easier and things begin to work out, and you notice the blessings in your life. But why does this happen? Because you've shifted your focus to the good stuff and being present to what's already good in your life. And if you're a catastrophizer or negative Nelly, I guarantee you can find one good thing in your life if you decide to. Just want you to try it. No efforting, just noticing and shifting. Try it at least 3 times a day, just for 5 minutes. If you can't do it for 15 minutes, just 5 minutes. Notice that you have the ability to see, that you're breathing automatically, that you have your health, God willing, right? That you're able to just sit for a moment with some private time. Just focus only on what you desire to have. That's it. No efforting, just noticing, like you would look around a room and notice what's there. That's how little effort I want you to make. Your beliefs don't have to change. Just a shift in your focus on a consistent basis, and you're changing the game for yourself. Give what you desire time to grow and blossom with this decision to change your focus. And if it's in your heart, it is meant for you to do, be, and have. I wish you a blessed day, a wonderful week, and always live intuitively.
Thanks for listening to The Intuitive Therapist. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend. And be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.